Hey, what's up, you guys? Me, Sam N0VA again, coming back at you live with another review, and that is for a little film called Disclosure Day. Now, this is Steven Spielberg's latest film, and I'm gonna be honest, I was actually pretty excited for this film. I thought the trailers looked interesting. It looked a little weird, but I was definitely curious to see where it would go. Oh, and Disclosure Day stars Josh O'Connor, Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, Eve Swanson, Colin Firth, and you had a pretty good cast too. Even Wyatt Russell was going to be in it, and I actually really like him as an actor. So Disclosure Day, it's been one of those films that's coming out. It seemed like it was going to be a perfect choice for the summer movie season, and I've got a lot to say about Disclosure Day. And what did I think of it? Well, you ever see a film from a director who, for a very long time, has always had those bangers? Like, and I mean like those incredible films. And with Spielberg, he had stuff like Jaws, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, like so many amazing films. And unfortunately, in the last couple of years, I haven't really seen anything that's got me really go, oh wow, this is the Spielberg magic back. Most of the time, like, even in the 2000s, he's made some classics, but now he releases mostly just 5 and 6 out of 10 films, and unfortunately Disclosure Day is definitely one of those films. Now, I want to make it clear, Disclosure Day is not a total disaster, but I'm going to be real, this might be the most disappointing movie of the summer, not just for the summer, but for the year, because there was a lot of expectations people had for this film, and I feel like Spielberg was hyping this movie up so much that I was like, alright, this is going to be a big deal. If in case you don't know, Disclosure Day, it's the so-called day where they finally say the aliens are out there, reveal to aliens that they are out there in the world. And for a movie called Disclosure Day, they try to be so much more epic than they are, that unfortunately it comes across as more of a sad, wet fart, unfortunately. Now, before I get into my issues with the movie, let me tell you the story. The story follows Daniel Kellner, played by Josh O'Connor. He's basically on the run from the government and from his job because he ended up stealing very, very classified information that will reveal to the world that there is alien life out there. And he's on the run, but along the way he meets Emily Blunt's character, Margaret, who one day she's at the news station about to give the weather report, and she ends up having this moment where she starts like making this that was kind of noise. Sorry, I hated that I even had to make that noise. And she starts making that noise, and people are like, what the hell is she saying? And from what we could tell, there is something more going on, where it turns out alien life is involved. And there is a lot this movie is trying to say a lot, but I'll get into that later. But the story for the film is basically Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor's character Daniel are on the run from this government, and Colin Firth's trying to stop at anything way he can. He's using this, like, I guess, like this controller or something. He's basically controlling it to, like, basically possess people, and it's kind of unsettling. But they never really go into where that came from or why it's so important. They show you it, but they don't explain what it does. They do explain what it does, but it just doesn't really make sense because they don't explain where it came from. Like the film itself it's trying to be, the story here to me has potential, but what the movie turns into is just one long big chase movie with very little aliens, very wooden and stiff acting, and just some really shitty looking CGI aliens. And that's not a good sign. Let me show you my exact reaction when the movie ended real quick. Let's cut to that. That's it. That was Disclosure Day. That was just a 2.5 hour chase scene with shitty CGI aliens. That's what Disclosure Day to me felt like. It was a movie that amounted to nothing. If you really wanted to make an interesting film, how about at the opening of the movie, say the aliens are already out there and have the world react to it? Because there's a whole point where they're like, people are watching the footage and they're like, and I'm at that point, I'm like, why couldn't this be the beginning of the movie where after that, this government's trying to basically ends up taking out Daniel. Now that the information's out there, it's like Colin Firth's character throughout the whole movie is hunting down Daniel, but I'm like, dude, why not just take him out now? Like there's whole points of the movie where, like, at the end of the movie, spoilers, he's about to, like, they reveal to the world aliens do exist, and he just sits there, and all of his other team leaves, and he's just kind of sitting there, like, feeling like nothing. I'm like, God, even, like, and if you look at a better film like Arrival, I know that film is pretty polarizing, Arrival at least had more of a point. Like, it was a movie that, how we should basically understand alien life. Disclosure Day feels like a movie that could have came out 20 years ago. Like, I just feel like this movie could have been so much better, and just feels like Spielberg, to me, he's kind of lost his touch. Like, yes, he's made classic movies, but there comes a time where you're just making banger after banger. Now it just feels like you're making Oscar bait, and that's what Disclosure Day to me felt like. Like, he's done better alien films. Hell, War of the Worlds, from when I saw War of the Worlds back in the day, way better movie than Disclosure Day, because this movie just felt so stiff and awkward, like, at times. Like, even the aliens look extremely dated. It's the same, if you know what I'm talking about, it's the same gray, like, aliens with black eyes, sort of big heads, scrawny bodies. I'm like, you could have made the aliens look at least a little bit more interesting. Hell, look at Jordan Peele's Nope, and I know people are very mixed on the film Nope. I personally really enjoyed it. But in Nope, at least the jean jacket, the alien, looked way more frightening and way more intimidating than the aliens in this movie. Like hell, even Rocky from Project Hail Mary is a way more useful creative alien. Yeah, he's a bunch of rocks, but he has so much personality and so much likability in that role as a character. He's fantastic. I loved Rocky in Project Hail Mary. Like, the final scene where you see the alien come out in the wheelchair, it just came across as just, really, we're doing this? It just came across as really pointless. Overall, I don't really have too much to say about Disclosure Day. The acting all across the board feels pretty wooden. Even Coleman Domingo, who I really like as an actor, and Emily Blunt, just feel very, very wooden and stiff. And the thing that sucks is I was really hopeful for Disclosure Day. This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and it just sucks. I know the film has been making a profit, but it's not leaving that much of an impact. If you look on TikTok, people are just roasting this movie to oblivion. It's pretty sad. Now, would I recommend Disclosure Day? Honestly, if you're gonna watch, just wait till it comes to streaming. This is not something you would go to a theater to. I honestly was pretty bummed out because I saw this in a large format theater. I wasn't really impressed with it at all, and that really does suck, because this was a movie I was really hopeful for. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you saw Disclosure Day in the comments. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.